A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to e-learning classes of Sacred Hearts of the subject economics. Dear students, in the previous lecture, we have discussed our enumerators method of collection of data, and in this method, initially a questionnaire is prepared by the investigator, and then these questionnaires are being given to the enumerators, and enumerators on the behalf of investigator used to contact the different respondents and then used to fill up the questionnaires called schedules. We have discussed about its suitability, where the field of investigation is large, where the specialized skills are needed, and where the investigators are well versed in the local language and culture norms of the respondents. Now, the merits, we have discussed about the merits as well, such as the wide coverage, accuracy, personal contact, impartiality, completeness. After merits, we have discussed about the demerits, such as expensive, availability of enumerators is difficult, time consuming, not suitable for private investigations. Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the construction of questionnaire or schedules, and thereafter we are going to discuss about the telephonic interviews method. So let's get started about today's context. The very first topic is the construction of questionnaires and schedules. So dear students, in this two terms are here. The very first is the questionnaire and the second one is schedules. Let us have a very fast recap of both. What happens in the questionnaire? The entire information is recorded by the respondents themselves. That means respondents used to read the questions and then they used to give the answer by themselves only. But if we talk about the schedules, in this the enumerator used to fill up the supplied information by the respondents. Now the next topic is the qualities of a good questionnaire. So there are different qualities. The very first is the limited number of questions. In any of the questionnaire there must be limited number of questions. Any of the questionnaire containing 2 questions or any of the questionnaire containing 200 questions will make the respondent uncomfortable. Second one, simplicity. The language of the questions must be simple, lucid and clear, and it is not like that the respondent is just unable to understand the words. If he or she will unable to understand the words, then will unable to understand the question as well. The next one, that is a proper order of the question. The questions must be there in the proper chronology, in the proper order, and every of the question must be related to each other. The next quality of a good questionnaire is no undesirable question. Any of the undesirable question or personal question must be avoided in the questionnaire or in schedules, because these type of questions used to make the respondents uncomfortable, and if the respondent will become uncomfortable, he will drop giving you answer or writing down the answer. The next one is the non-controversial question. Questions should be that they can be answered impartially. There must be a question like that in which there must be not any controversy is there. The next one is calculations. Questions involving calculations must be avoided by the respondent, and even if the calculation is needed, then the calculation work is to be done by the investigator himself or herself. And the last one, that is a pre-testing pilot survey. Before sending of the questionnaire or schedules, initially some of the questions must be asked from the respondent on the trial basis, and if there is any rectification, need for the rectification for any if and but is there, then the questionnaire must be reframed accordingly, and such testing is known as pilot survey. What is it is called, beta? Pilot survey. Now we are coming to the next topic, that is the types of questions in the questionnaire. The very first is a simple alternative question, in which the answers can be there in the form of yes or no, right or wrong, good or bad. The second one is the multiple choice questions. Even in your syllabus as well, you have seen different multiple choice questions. In this type of questions, the possibility of the different answers is there. So the multiple possible options are given to the respondents. A number of possible answers are given for such questions. The respondent is to tick mark the one that he or she feels correct. Whatever the answer, whatever the option he or she is getting correct, that is to be marked out. The next one is specific information question. For example, the name of the student, for example, the age of the student, class of the student, and hobby of the student. These are the specific questions, specific information questions. And the last one, that is the open questions. And these type of questions generally ask about the suggestions, about the views of the particular respondents. For example, how can prices in India be controlled, how the problem of unemployment can be controlled, and how our country can become a more responsible citizens. All these are the open questions which used to give the suggestions. Now next topic is the telephonic interview. According to this mode of data collection, as the name is signifying, the investigator used to make a telephonic call to the respondent and used to get the information over the telephone only. This is the telephonic interview. It is having some merits, such as the very first, the data remains original because there is no third person in mid between of the respondent and the investigator. So data always remain in the original form. As the data is directly provided by the respondent, it seems to be more accurate and reliable also. And the last one, that it is a very less expensive method because investigator is sitting at a particular place and just dialing the mobile phones or the phones. So it is a very less expensive method. Now the demerits, the very first is the personal bias. So it can be possible that in the personal interviews method or telephonic method, the respondent become biased. In that condition, the information that have been collected by the investigator will be less worthful. And the last one, that is a limited access. You can, or any of the investigator can use the particular method only when the particular respondent is having telephone or mobile, but in the context of the poor people where all the people are not having the mobile phone, it is not feasible. So this is all about today we have discussed about the qualities of a good questionnaire, types of questions in the questionnaire, and then last, that is the telephonic interview along with suitability, merits and demerits. God bless you all.